Hey, Inspire Changes here, Aquarius. How you doing? I hope all is well with you. This is going to be your love situation. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Thank you for tuning in. Please do like, comment, do subscribe. It does allow the channel to grow. Those that have been here with me, thank you so much for your support. I greatly appreciate it. Let's get into your messages, Aquarius. Love situation for Aquarius. All right, Aquarius, you got feeling alone and awaiting results in your love situation. Now, you could be feeling alone and awaiting results when it comes down to love coming in. You could be awaiting results from an answer from someone um, of leveling up in a commitment, however it goes. But I'm going to do them separately. Be as simple as you want to hear from somebody that you know. They could be deployed, all right, overseas. Take it all how it resonates. Feeling alone for Aquarius. Yeah. You're at your breaking point when it comes to love or a love situation. Okay. You could be saying someday, somewhere, another time. You know, you could be a bit bitter when it comes down to you being obsessed with a past life situation that you were very happy in at one time, but you had to release. And it could be due to somebody being in their pride and ego. Take it how it resonates. This might be quick, Aquarius. What's this feeling alone? For Aquarius. Love. Yeah. Nine of Swords. Ooh. Bottom of the deck, Ten of Swords. You get the Nine of Swords where you're still in your head about things. You know, you're not having much anxiety and sleepless nights. You're not crying over it, wallowing over it. You just got this. It's like a sigh when it comes down to endings with others. What about this Nine of Swords? Yeah. Two of Cups. This could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This could be you, and it could just be the stability when it comes down to love. You know, how stable you are in your love connections or having a love connection. You just in your head about the juggling and going to introspection about, you know, will you be love? Will love come in? You know, are you going to be alone forever? Is that door ever going to open for you? And once it opens, it closes right behind the person that's walking in. You know, you're just at your breaking point when it comes down to you know, people coming in and exuding all this energy and, you know, putting in this effort in the beginning, and then it ends up being nothing. That's what I'm feeling here for you, Aquarius. Yeah, you're just heartbroken. Yeah, when it comes down to all these plans and hopes, okay, it could be a past situation you're holding on to. Okay, it could be the lies, deception, the deceit that's holding you back from taking a risk and remaining single. It's leaving you to hang in limbo and be in your head, and it causes tower moments with your insecurities, with taking action on completing that cycle and starting a new one. Yeah, I'm not to put anything else on that. This is just what it is. Yeah, this is just what it is. Yeah, attraction and heart-to-heart conversation. All right. You attract romantic love by enjoying the moment fully. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. Okay, so this could be a particular person. Like I said, reconciliation, and it's a past life situation, and you're separated from this person. So this is what you're holding on to. However, you're trying to keep an open mind that just one day somewhere you will be engaged to a soulmate. Okay, and you could retreat. All right. You'll be able to disconnect from the world with each other. You'll be able to depend on that person when it comes down to it leveling up to a marriage. You know, this is what you're looking for. This is what you're open to. This is what you're hoping for. So it's more like a sigh, if anything. You know, it's more like a sigh here, Aquarius. And it's like you end up having attraction and heart-to-heart conversations, but then right as quick as it starts, it's like it ends. And you're just at a point where you're just like, I'm just sick of this. I'm just tired. You know, I'm just tired, and you know, the hell with love, so to speak. You know, I get that. I do. And that's when it says to attune to divine in this situation. Attune to divine. All right. Pray about things. You know, count it on faith on God when it comes down to the removal of certain people in your life. Okay, it's because how you're set up is you have to go through these things for certain reasons you may not understand right now. Reflect on your priorities. Push through your insecurities and trust in the universe. Lighten up so you can step up and lead. Know your worth and attend to the details and be humble. Breathe through the tension and cool your emotions, because there's a need for you to go deeper when it comes down to you leaving the past behind. You could be holding on to the past. You might not even know that you're getting in connections and you're applying you're not applying, you're actually doing the same thing you always done, or you're acting off the trauma that was done. And you might get cold feet, or you might be kind of putting yourself out there in a way to be the end all be all, but not give it the time to see if that person is. It's like, who you are, and you know what you want, so you're going after it. But it's like cool and dandy to do that. But however, when it comes down to the other person, you're not giving them the time or they're just due, or to set the stage, or let them stand on the stage and show you. It's like you're doing more showing them. Yeah. Your loving self, being very open hearted. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's nothing wrong with that, Aquarius. But it's just that, you know, you have to also be open to seeing what they could bring to the table, not just putting yourself out there for them to see you and what you bring to the table. It needs to be equally given. So if they calling you and being consistent, you calling them and being consistent. And it's sad that you got to do it this way today, but you just do. You just do. You know? Yeah. Because it's an illusion. Pretending. Being unbalanced when it comes down to being aggravated with soulmates. But you're being intuitively guided still to be open-hearted when it comes down to chasing people that's resistant and withdrawn from you. You're being intuitively guided to be open-hearted when it comes down to the chasing and the resistance of people that is withdrawn from you. So it's like you might spin the block, or you might still be holding on to something from the past. Okay, it's like you have an inner knowing when it comes down to being receptive and being resilient and being single. Yeah, but it has a lot to do with you suppressing, having a negative mindset and feeling hopeless, and that's what brings the clinginess. Okay, so it's a need for you to see beauty in a commitment that has been broken, that brings about a heart fog for you, because it's something from the past that you're holding on to, and you're taking it with you in other connections, or these are the people that are doing this that you're in connections with. However, even if that is so, it's still a reflecting, because you're doing the same very thing, even if you're unaware. Awaiting results. What is this for Aquarius in love, when it comes to love? Okay. This is you or someone else. And this could actually be someone else in your connection. Take care of resonates. This is you or this is them. Spying, when it comes down to a new beginning. Somebody wants to try again. Somebody who spies with you on social media. You could have some type of platform, okay? And they're trying to get information to see if they could start over with you. Or you are doing this. Take it how it resonates. This is either somebody wants to start over with you, or you're spying on social media to see if someone else started over. But with awaiting results, this is somebody here who's waiting for an opportunity. They want to get balanced in the situation with the Six of Pentacles with you. Yeah, the star, Aquarius, you. They want an opportunity with you again, all right? They look at you as the star. They're wishing upon the star. They're hoping to heal this. Yeah, Seven of Wands. Very protective when it comes down to waiting on you. And the Ten of Cups. Somebody here looks at you as worth waiting for. The Star. Justice. Could be a Libra. But this person wants justice. They want justice. They want balance in the situation. They want to balance out the scales. They want to fix the it. Or this is somebody here who wants the opportunity. Okay? And they've been wishing for this. If this is a past person, then they've been spying to see what you've been up to. And, if they have the opportunity to come in here and heal with you. Yeah, they want to move things forward. They have some plans here. This could be somebody from your past. Yeah, this could be a Scorpio who's looking to get balance in the situation. Ten of Swords. Yeah, they want justice when it comes down to this Ten of Swords. It's already been an ending. So this is a past person who wants to come in here and balance the scales. They want to heal and bring in an opportunity. They want this opportunity to get things back on board. They want to try it again. They want to start over. But they're spying. They're looking. They're getting information. They're trying to make sure that you're single. Make sure you're available. Make sure you are who you say you are. Make sure that this is something they also want to do. Yeah, behind the scenes, making a decision on a commitment. Thinking very logical, getting structured, tempering themselves. Okay, strategizing. When it comes down to feeling left out in the cold, and if any conflict comes when they have this new beginning and you walk away. This person could be leaving a marriage, leaving someone else. Take it how it resonates. Yeah. Yeah. This person is thinking about you. Single, lonely, and solitary. Missing you and craving you. Withdrawn. This person is withdrawn from you, thinking of you, but they look at you being only you, devoted to you, attached to you, desiring you. They may see that you are a loner, single. All right, this person could be grieving. Okay, could be, depressed a little bit when it comes down to the loyalty in this situation, how loyal you are, and they're getting clarity. They're getting the truth here. Something unexpected is that you are someone who they look at as ecstasy, someone they look at as a good time, who also has boundaries and will go ahead and avoid them and block them and cause a separation and leave with no words. But they still want to take this risk. They look at you as their soulmate, even though it's conflicting. You're very intuitive and very open-hearted. You're family-oriented. This can also be what was conflicting is that they already know when it comes down to them being vulnerable, they may have a family, or they may want to have a family with you, or they have somebody they have a family with that might chase them. And the chemistry they have with you, they're in pain with, because they look at you as their twin flame. And they want to apologize, because right now the realization is that they want to build a solid foundation with you. They want security, because they're aware now that when it comes down to the fantasy that they were having, it's a farewell. It's like it's a farewell to them imagining it, because they really want it. Yeah, they want reconciliation, divine masculine. They want peace and balance in the situation with you. Aquarius. Karma fell out too. Consequences in effect from them withdrawing. And they're thinking about that. They're thinking about that. Yeah. Is it safe to love? Because they have chemistry with you. It's magnetic. They're calling you in. But they also know that it's time for them to take control of their life. It could be why they're calling you in, because they're ready to take this to the next level with you. All right, they're needing to free themselves from whatever it is that could be hindering them from moving forward. Flirting with you, trusting you, and very soon it's going to be healing, forgiving, and learning. Yeah. They had to love themselves first. They had to go on their own little journey, recognizing who you are to them, and the role you played in their life, and the love you had for them, how sincere and dedicated you were. And now they want to come and they want to have a new beginning with you here, Aquarius. So yeah, it looks very good. It looks very promising. If you decide to take this person on when they come in, because they're definitely taking their time getting the information they need, as well as doing what's needed when it comes down to moving forward with him. That's all I have for you.